No signs are posted near the beaches of this spill as toxic, and no one should swim or enter the ocean at this point. Families are still swimming and wading through the Gulf Coast as if nothing has occurred, picking up tar balls and feeling the oily residue between their toes. According to Tasker, the health department has received several complaints from workers stating that they are suffering from headaches, nausea, throat irritation, and dizziness. The health department will not conclude whether these conditions are from working amongst the oil or whether it's from heat exhaustion while working in hot conditions and wearing special suits to protect them from their direct contact. Some scientists are claiming no toxicity exists whatsoever, or rather a very minute amount. Therefore, no concerns exist. The other concern by many articles written was the chemical used to disperse the oil into a thinner containment. The chemical used is Corexit and has been banned in many countries because it becomes 4,000 times more toxic than the oil spill itself. Yet, the American government has allowed the BP company to disperse it into the ocean. The health department states it is not toxic and completely safe to use. Who do we believe? Do we continue to trust the government and keep the faith that they know what they are doing? The EPA states that Americans live and work in this general vicinity are safe, that there is no fear of illness, and long-term effects at this point are minimal. EPA stands behind their tests and research and feel that their worry is unwarranted. The levels in the sediment, water, and air are rather low, and that this level should not cause illness to anyone. They do state that Waste Management has found tar balls and oily debris, but that these items are not unsafe, as the major amount of oil residue has cleaned out of them before being washed ashore. Yet Mr. Tasker, Mrs. Marshall, all have consulted scientists themselves that state otherwise. All of their findings provide startling information that these workers and inhabitants are all at great risk of health concerns now and long term. As read above, these long-term conditions can be as severe as excessive bleeding and aplastic anemia to reproductive health issues involving unborn children. Why do these scientists provide different information than the EPA? And why are they concerned when the EPA simply tested the land, air, and water and have gone on record to state that no one's health is at risk? With so many disasters occurring in the world lately, it's hard to understand why more precautionary measures are not in place to protect us. In 1979 to 1980, the Gulf had sustained an offshore disaster involving an oil spill, then that was considered the largest disaster until today. Today, July 1st, 2010, the BP oil spill has surpassed the Valdez spill at a whopping 140 million barrels of oil leaking quickly into the Gulf of Mexico so far. Years ago, when the first spill occurred, many jumped in to help with cleanup. Documentation exists that those particular workers and inhabitants did sustain illness due to the spill. So why would the EPA go on record stating the BP oil spill into the Gulf once again will not cause any health